Hey YouTube, this is your friendly neighborhood hairy Neanderthal redneck from YakFish'N again today, and we got something in from Amazon. I think you're gonna probably think I'm weird for ordering. But anyway, I already ripped it open. Let's see what we got here. I have not done a lure review in a long time, so I figured it's time to do one I've been wanting to do for a long time. It's a mouthful, but anyway, how about a topwater hollowbody duck? Yeah, a duck. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I don't know if you're weird like I am and you sit up all night trying to go to sleep playing on your phone, which makes no sense. Anyway, I ran across a video on YouTube the other day, and it was a compilation of bass attacking ducklings. And it made me remember that I always wanted to mess with one of these little hollow body duck things. I saw this on Amazon for like $9. I ordered it, and I figured I'd do a review of it. Hopefully it works good, because it's funny looking. But this is made by Savage Gear. It says 3D hollow duckling or something on there. The color is Fruck, I guess. I guess that'd be the color. And it's the 4-inch, 1 1/3 ounce. It says on that sticker somewhere. Anyway, it's got these little rubber leg things that probably won't last very long, but hey, that looks kind of cool. This is not the color I ordered, but I don't care. I'm going to try it anyway. So, stay tuned. Go out on the water after I tie this on, and we are going to go try to attempt to catch some bass with this duck. Yeah. Okay, for those of you that hadn't seen my hollow body topwater frog fishing tips video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the gear I'm using. This is a 7-foot heavy fast action rod. This one's actually made by Cast King. Most of my stuff's made by Cast King. And if you're going fishing on a budget and you want to buy a whole bunch of stuff at one time, I really suggest doing this. I used to fish nothing but blues, and after all that got stolen, I realized I didn't want to pay that much for fishing gear and lose it all over again if it ever happened again. So I tested out these Cast King rods and reels, and I've been using them for years, and they work really, really good. So, but you're going to want a heavy action rod, because when you set the hook, you've got 2 massive hooks to set in the hardest part of their mouth. Heavy, fast action is what I prefer. And also, braid. Braid doesn't stretch like monofilament does. You can use fluorocarbon, but it sinks, so your action's not going to be that great. You don't want your line sinking in the water. So, braid. I'm running probably 60 pound on this. I'm fishing a lot of really, really harsh stuff. So, either way, let's get to it. Okay, so first impressions on this little duck. Walks way better than any topwater frog I've ever used, really. Did get a little water after like the 4th cast or so, but not more than normal, I would guess. It wasn't enough to do anything. So far so good. Now I'm going to go back to the frog fishing hole, so let's see what happens. Have one successful bite on the duck so far. Oh, I just missed one. Okay, so that's 2 bass and a turtle so far that have attacked this duck. One more thing. I didn't realize he sucked it under. That's bass number 3. To miss this lure. He sucked it under the water, and I didn't realize he had took it under. I thought he just bit its feet or something, or its legs, but nope, it had it all the way under. Maybe I can get it to do that again. Dang it. He had it too. Dang it. That was bass number 6. That one was my fault. Okay, so this fish took it under. I reeled down to set the hook, and as soon as I started setting the hook, it popped back up and tried to grab it. So I ripped it right out of his mouth again. That one was the fish's fault, not mine. Okay, so that's all the time that I had to fish today. It wasn't very long, but there was a couple things I wanted to talk about. I didn't feel like this video did that lure very much justice. It actually performed very well. I did not realize when I went out there that they had just recently sprayed the weeds and poisoned all the weeds out there. So every time they do that, it seems like the bite's slower, the fish get kind of lethargic. I don't know why, but the spots that I was fishing that you saw weeds was literally like a foot and a half deep. Obviously, you can't really fish a weedless topwater hollow body lure in the middle of the lake, so I was kind of having to deal with that. The water was really hot, and I know the fish weren't really bedding up in there because of the water temperature. Another thing, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I actually ordered a different color. The entire time I fished today, I was fishing in an overcast. And if you're not familiar with fishing overcasts, you got the sun behind the clouds. So the fish are looking up, and all I see is blinding white light. And the belly of this duck lure was yellow-ish, whitish color, like a really pale yellow. So if you imagine a bass is looking up at this lure, all they're going to see is the water movement around the lure. They're not going to be able to see it because it's the same color as the background that's blinding them. So I think poor visibility had something to do with why my strikes weren't working out very well. They were missing them. And when I did get them, I couldn't tell because I couldn't see the lure because it was just bad conditions. Anyway, in my opinion, this lure works very well. I didn't really have any trouble with it. I had problems with you reel it through the weeds. Sometimes it likes to turn over. Obviously, your hooks are probably going to grab some stuff if you're dragging it upside down through weeds. That was one issue I had, but I didn't have it very often. Now, some positives on this. This lure walks a lot better than most topwater hollow body lures I've used. I mean, topwater bluegill lures, they walk pretty fast and pretty easy, but you can get this one really going, slow motion, you know, keep it in one spot. That works really good for that. Anyway, if I had to rate this lure overall, I'd give it like a 4 out of 5. I mean, it really delivered on some of the things I didn't think it was going to. But my suggestion, you know, sync up your colors with the weather. That probably would have saved my day, but like I said, I only ordered one of these and it was the wrong color. So anyway, I think this lure works very well, and I will definitely be using it again. So if you're new to my channel or you just enjoy watching kayak fishing videos, please like, subscribe, comment, share, or check out my Facebook page linked down below. Thanks.